Hey tubers, it's Pop Boys live from the internet. Recently I was mentioning to a friend how incredible it is the amount of information that seems to be lost over time. Even in my own lifetime, which is rather short, I've seen people virtually losing information, even such information that was very exciting to us when we were younger. So recently a young person was asked about the 7 wonders of the world, and they were unable to answer them. So without further ado, the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Now, the 7 wonders of the world, or of the ancient world, is a list of remarkable constructions of classical antiquity given by various authors in guidebooks or poems popular among ancient Hellenic tourists. Although the list in its current form did not stabilize until the Renaissance, the first such lists of 7 wonders date from the 1st to 2nd century before Christ. The original list inspired innumerable versions through the ages, often listing 7 entries. Of the original 7 wonders, only one, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the oldest of the ancient wonders, remains relatively intact. The Colossus of Rhodes, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, the Temple of Artemis, and the Statue of Zeus were all destroyed. The location and ultimate fate of the Hanging Gardens to this day are unknown, with speculation that they may not have existed at all. The Greek conquest of much of the known Western world in the 4th century BC gave Hellenistic travelers access to the civilizations of the Egyptians, the Persians, and the Babylonians. Impressed and captivated by the landmarks and marvels of the various lands, these travelers began to list what they saw to remember them. Instead of wonders, the ancient Greeks spoke of tiamata, which means sights, in other words, things to be seen. Later, the word for wonder or wonders was used. Hence the list was meant to be the ancient world's counterpart of a travel guidebook. The first reference to a list of 7 such monuments was given by Diodorus Siculus, the epigrammist Antipater of Sidon, who lived around or before 100 BC, gave a list of 7 such monuments, including 6 on the present list. However, they did substitute the walls of Babylon for the lighthouse. Another 2nd century BC observer, who claimed to be the mathematician Philo of Byzantium, wrote a short account entitled The 7 Sights of the World. However, the incomplete surviving manuscript only covered 6 of the supposedly 7 places, which agreed with Antipater's list. Earlier and later lists by the historian Herodotus and the architect Callimachus of Cyrene, housed at the Museum of Alexandria, survived only as references. The Colossus of Rhodes was the last of the 7 to be completed after 280 BC, and the first to be destroyed by an earthquake between 225 and 226 BC. Hence, all 7 existed at the same time for a period of less than 60 years. And yet those 7 wonders remained in the minds of people for 2,000 years, or over 2,000 years, and suddenly they're now being forgotten. The list covered only the sculptural and architectural monuments of the Mediterranean and Middle Eastern regions, which then comprised the known world for the Greeks. Hence, extant sites beyond this realm were not considered as part of contemporary accounts. The primary accounts coming from Hellenistic writers also heavily influenced the places included in the wonders list. 5 of the 7 entries are a celebration of Greek accomplishments in the arts and architecture, with the exceptions being the pyramids of Giza and the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The 7 wonders of Antipater's list won praises for their notable features, ranging from superlatives of the highest or largest of their types to the artistry with which they were executed. Their architectural and artistic features were imitated throughout the Hellenistic world and beyond. The Greek influence in Roman culture and the rival of Greco-Roman artistic styles during the Renaissance caught the imagination of European artists and travelers. Paintings and sculptures alluding to Antipater's list were made, while adventurers flocked to the actual sites to personally witness the wonders. Legends circulated to further complement the superlatives of the wonders. Of Antipater's wonders, the only one that has survived to present day is the Great Pyramid of Giza. Its brilliant white stone facing had survived intact until around 1300 AD, when local communities removed most of the stonework for building materials. The existence of the Hanging Gardens has not been proven, although theories abound. Records and archaeology confirm the existence of the other 5 wonders. The Temple of Artemis and the Statue of Zeus were destroyed by fire, while the Lighthouse of Alexandria, Colossus, and Tomb of Mausoleum were destroyed by earthquakes. Among the artifacts to have survived are sculptures from the Tomb of Mausoleum and the Temple of Artemis in the British Museum in London. Still, the listing of 7 of the most marvelous architectural and artistic human achievements continued beyond the ancient Greek times to the Roman Empire, the Middle Ages, the Renaissance, and to the modern age. The Roman poet Martial and the Christian bishop Gregory of Tours had their versions, reflecting the rise of Christianity and the factor of time, nature, and the hand of man overcoming Antipater's 7 wonders. Roman and Christian sites began to figure on the list, including the Colosseum, Noah's Ark, and Solomon's Temple. In the 6th century, a list of 7 wonders was compiled by Saint Gregory of Tours, the list including the Temple of Solomon, the Pharaohs of Alexandria, and Noah's Ark. Modern historians working on the premise that the original 7 ancient wonders list was limited in its geographic scope also had their versions to encompass sites beyond the Hellenistic realm, from the 7 wonders of the ancient world to the 7 wonders of the world. Indeed, the 7 wonders label has spawned innumerable versions among international organizations, publications, and individuals based on different themes: works of nature, engineering, masterpieces, construction of the Middle Ages. Its purpose has also changed from just a simple travel guidebook or a compendium of curious places to lists of sites to defend or to preserve. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.